Welcome back. The housing market is difficult to navigate under any circumstances, but even more so today in our uncertain economy. Here to help us understand the market is Dawn Carter, Vice President of Mortgage Lending at Rate. Welcome.
Hi, thank you, Lacey.
So you have been a mortgage loan officer for 31 years.
Yes, I started when I was 12.
Yeah, so you've seen some stuff.
Seen some stuff.
So what is the number one question you get?
The number one question I get is, Dawn, is today a good time to buy a house? And the answer is it's a magical time to buy a house.
Okay.
And here's why. What we know about what's happening in the marketplace is homes are continuing to appreciate. So as long as I've been alive, 57 years, they've appreciated on average about 5% a year, slightly under, but it's recently slowed to just about 3% per year. So it's a magical time for buyers to dive into the market.
But what do you see that stops people from buying a house and they're feeling hesitant?
Well, the interest rates.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen, so people say, Dawn, should I wait for rates to drop? Well, if you do, be prepared to pay a higher price.
Okay.
Because here's what's going to happen. If rates drop by just 1%, over 5 million more people can afford to buy a house. That's 45,000 more people in our market competing for the house you want.
Okay.
That's just going to drive the price up for you.
Sure, that makes a lot of sense. What about credit score? How does that impact buying power?
Oh, great question. Credit score has significant impact to your buying power and your monthly house payment. So mortgage planning is beyond important. So for instance, let's say you wanted to buy a $600,000 house, 5% down. If you have a 620 credit score, you're going to pay more than $1,300 extra for that house.
Wow.
Versus if we worked together and got your credit score up to an 800 credit score. But not to worry, we have lots of loan programs if your score isn't that high that helps keep your house payment low.
Yeah.
Every 20 points matters.
Okay, so yes, you shouldn't be scared off if you have a low credit score. It's still possible to get a loan. But you talked about mortgage planning, so people probably come to you well in advance of wanting to make the purchase. So do you have tips on how people can improve their credit?
Absolutely. In fact, I talk a lot about this on my YouTube channel, because I could talk for hours about this subject. But the top 3 things really are, number 1, pay your bills on time. But 2 things that sneak up on people are student loan payments. They're deferred, and then they start, they don't realize it. But then they move, and they have a utility bill they didn't realize didn't get paid, and that shows up as a collection.
Okay.
And then having 3 credit cards with 2 in use is the magic formula.
Okay.
But don't use more than 30% of what they'll let you use.
Got it. So don't go max every month.
Exactly, yes. And
Take it
preferably
easy.
pay your bill in full every month.
Of course. Okay, good tips. Another question I'm sure you get a lot is, if you're going to pull my credit, will that hurt my credit score even more?
Oh, great question. And the answer is ultimately yes.
Okay.
However, at my company, Rate, we have devised a way to help you mortgage plan, which please start that process at least 12 months before you want to buy a house.
Okay.
So I can help you get your score higher. But we do a soft credit pull. So it allows us to mortgage plan, get that score up while you're out there house hunting, and get you into that lower house payment.
Okay. Any other suggestions for affording more other than just improving credit score?
Oh, great question. Affording more, yes. Spend less on the car.
Okay.
That's probably one of the number 1 things I see that stops people from buying the house they want to buy.
Just a large car payment that's
Yes.
getting in the way.
Yes.
Okay, good to know. Priorities, I guess. Okay, if someone out there is ready, they want to do it, what is the first thing they should do?
Oh, the number 1 thing is call me. Call their loan officer. So a lot of times I wanted to buy a house. I called a realtor, and she immediately turned me right around and put me in the loan officer's office. So the loan officer is the first person to call. We work with you. We move the puzzle pieces around, help you be able to buy the house you want when you want it, but at that lower purchase price, at that lower house payment. But then we're uniquely qualified to introduce you to a professional realtor, because we see the behind the scenes. So with me, 31 years in this market, I've worked with over 2,700 of the local agents.
Wow.
I know who the good ones are. I know who cares about you and not their paycheck.
That's good. That's good to know. Okay, well, how can people get in touch with you?
Oh, wonderful. They can call me directly. Here is a QR code to my website, and I would love to work with you. And even if you don't need my services, you just need an introduction to a local real estate agent, I'd love to be here for you.
Well, thank you for stopping by. You have a lot of great advice, and I had some more questions that we didn't get to, but I know you have a YouTube page as well where you talk about all these these things, right?
Absolutely.
Perfect. So
Yes.
people can learn more. Thanks for coming by,
Yes,
Dawn.
thank you.